Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2022 CDC Continental Cup Tour Finals Championship, live from New York City.
We welcome to the stage for our best of 15-leg finale, the man from Buffalo, New York. It's Doug No Name Boehm! And we introduce from North Carolina, the Jackal, Alex Spellman!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we have all been waiting for all day long. It's finals time, and soon we will have a new Continental Cup champion. I'm Sean Green, your play-by-play commentator for the final of the 2022 CDC Continental Cup Tour Finals Championship presented by Cosmo Darts, and I am honored and privileged to welcome back my co-commentator for this match, three-time world champion, Mr. John Part. John, this match features tournament favorite Alex Spellman, the 4 seed, taking on no-name Doug Boehm, the 15 seed, in what can be said is a David versus Goliath matchup on paper. However, today, is Alex the favorite even?
I don't know if he is the favorite. I think today Doug's had a better day all around. Really winning quite comfortably when it is strutting, and then the one match in particular, the quarterfinal, 4 12-dart legs, and that's even a quality I think Alex yet to really hit overall. But then again, Spellman really consistent play himself. He's although he's been in danger both his first 2 matches going to the final leg decider, he somehow just looks like he's going to win.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He carries that air about himself, and that's why he's not panicky at all.
Absolutely.
Game on.
If you're looking at numbers from today, Doug Boehm is averaging 94.19 for the tournament to a 92.44. In the last match, that was a little bit switched. An 88.34 from Doug, 97.53. You saw Alex Spellman rise to the occasion there in that second semifinal, being pushed by Dave Cameron. Doug has 10 180s. Alex has 8. I can keep going on and on with the stats. But Doug's had the better day
60.
overall.
Oh, he definitely has. But they're both where they wanted to be, and that's in this final. And, this year, 2 Americans in the final. America strikes back. Last year it was a couple of Canadians.
And you have one from the Empire State.
Yes,
even.
We have the Empire State represented. And Doug Boehm, he's definitely got the home coverage. It's a little bit of a distance from here, though, from Queens to Buffalo. Yes, we had a really exciting more local qualifier, but qualifier. I said quarterfinal is what I meant to say there.
Absolutely,
not a qualifier. There's no qualifying for this.
No,
only the grind of the tour to get even into the Continental Cup. The top 16 are the only ones that cut it. And these are the best 2 of those.
And look at that. Doug Boehm, a 140. Spellman just had a 140 in the last visit as well. These guys are already starting out exactly where we thought that they would leave off. And you gotta say, I have not looked this up. But if Doug pulls out 69. The victory here, he's got to be the lowest seeded player to win the Continental Cup. You would imagine. 15 seed?
I'm not sure, really. Potentially Gary Broomhead.
Oh. 81.
Would be the lowest.
109.
Okay.
But I can't remember exactly.
Well, 109 here for Alex Spellman to get off to a hot start. Still has a chance here. Trip 18. Does not have a chance anymore, but he'll stay right there. Ideally.
35.
Doug to steal the opening leg here and get rolling. Maybe a little bit of nerves early on in this final.
Yeah, there's a couple of off darts, and he
72.
grimaced at those, but he fixed 74. Up the thing. But is it too late? His opportunity is probably gone, and that's the efficiency of that.
It's a beautiful first start. One more at double 16. Doesn't
42.
get it. So Doug Boehm to break right away.
52.
We saw him in the semifinal get out to a 5-0 start.
Yeah, almost too good a start. Yeah, you kind of lose the sense of urgency of competition, and you just see the line trying to amble across it, and not with the real ferocity that would normally take you across the finish line. And he got a little embroiled there. He did finish. He did rebound at the end of that match. After 5-0, he went to 5-4, and then he managed to close it out with a couple of legs.
And a big 140 to start off his throw. And I think we're going to need to see Alex Spellman, because Doug's going to raise his game as well, and I know Alex will. But Alex needs to be in the mid-90s, I think, by the end of this, because Doug, based on today, is going to be there. The question will
45.
be, will these guys continue to show the composure that they've shown all tournament so far? This is a bit of a bigger moment now.
And fatigue can be a bit of an issue. It's a long day. The Continental Cup all one day over 2 sessions. And
41.
You know, they're not superhuman.
51.
They're doing the best they can, but they naturally will wear down a bit.
Absolutely. Doug took out fan favorite Joey Linall in that semifinal. It was quiet.
99.
Even when he was hitting 180s, it was quiet in that room compared to what we would have seen overall. But I, a week ago, picked Alex Spellman to be in this position.
140.
And the way that he's played this year, his consistency this year, he's going to be tough to take down in this final.
81.
Both of these guys have seen a big stage so far this year as well. Alex Spellman, the Bullshooter Invitational on ESPN, one of 4 players just to play on that. Doug Boehm played in the U.S. Darts Masters at Madison
100.
Square Garden.
Doug, you require 136.
Well, another, yes.
That's unlucky.
Yeah, it just dropped to the left of the first, and if it dropped to the right, it would have been
100.
Shot on.
Alex, you require 114.
A great setup anyway to leave 36 after 15. Can Spellman break right back?
Just underthrowing a fair bit 98.
There. Doug, you require 36.
Here we go, 36 for Doug Boehm to take a 2-0 lead. Bent the wire.
Yeah, now he's got a smaller target. Oh, now he's got a new target, 99.
18.
We're seeing some shaky doubles
60.
to start.
Game shot in the second leg.
That one goes right in the middle of the double 8.
Third leg.
And we have a 1-1 score line.
Game on.
2 breaks the throw to open up.
Yeah.
Just like you do.
Yeah, we didn't really think that was what was going to be going on here, but I think they'll resume the regulation hold of throw pattern as they get into the match a little more, a little
100.
deeper. You know, pretty much the best 2 scores today all around consistently. Very good doubling, too.
Absolutely.
100.
But Doug is at a 46% checkout turn percentage, which is very high. Number 1 on tour this year was at 41% in David Cameron. Spellman a bit lower than that, though, at a 35%.
45.
But his scoring power has done enough to get it done. As you see our Evolution Tour champion for 2022, Caden Anderson. How about that upset right there?
85.
And I'm going to give you credit where credit's due, John. You said Gary Broomhead, he was the 15 seed as well.
Well, there we go. So not exactly new ground here, but can sort of tie a record of sorts, perhaps, if Doug Boehm wins.
123.
There's a big 1, 2, 3. I love, look at that, the 180 headband and the face paint on the side for the CDC. I love it.
85.
Alex going to try and hit the 133 to leave a ton. Ideally.
Yeah.
88.
You can almost just sense the tension.
Well,
right now,
25
Diaki.
there that last start. He would have left the 170. So it was a strategy based on not even having to get a treble to leave a finish.
87.
Great board management from Alex.
But he got a little more than he wanted, but he still needs 2 big trebles to leave a double. And all of a sudden now he's kind of scrambling to get to a decent finish. Good recovery.
Another one of those.
125.
Leaves 20.
Doug, you require 100.
That's a good scramble.
That was a great scramble.
$96. Alex, you require 20.
Double 10.
Game shot.
And there's the first lead for Alex Spellman here in the final. 2-1 lead now over Doug Boehm.
He's got the back on the throw, though. First leg of the match with the throw. That was 1.
100.
Go ahead and shout out our scoring officials throughout the evening, Nick DeRossier and Kevin Wilkinson, alongside Angelo DiGiulio and Colin Rath, who has been our main
95.
official with his glorious beard there.
It's almost like he could just hide that mic right in the beard, and it would be seamless.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's
100.
I actually have been rooming with him throughout this day, and he puts a lot of work into that thing.
Well, put a mic in there.
There you go. I'll make the suggestion for next year.
Yeah. And Alex Spellman, a bit of a beard himself.
100.
Not quite to that extent. You know, he's got a ways to go.
Joey, 21st birthday.
You can hear the crowd. It's been a full night of darts leading up to this moment. We appreciate everyone who is watching us on PDC.TV and has been with us all day long. It's been an honor to call the matches, especially alongside you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's a great day at
99.
darts, and it's our highlight of the year as a group of players in this continent, and certainly it's nice
60.
that we get the participation and interest, and especially the stream worldwide with PDC TV. Really gets the awareness level up about where we're at, and I think especially now with all the great players we have on the PDC tour as well, that our stocks are going up.
78.
They're building the fear factor, which is a big step as a group into the rest of the players of the world.
Absolutely. And now when Q School happens and you have all of these players that have been successful here on the CDC tour
45.
going over,
Alex, you require
everyone else is on notice of who those players are.
Yeah.
And know exactly what they can do. Spellman would love to take out this 129.
I was hoping for like 2 double 18s, but Well, he likes a double, doesn't he? Won his
sure
last
does.
match on that.
Doug, you require
And
100.
I was able to ask him if that was on purpose. He said, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was.
Well,
you have to say
he
that.
was always going to say that. But I think it really was.
Yes.
Yes.
It was almost too high against the top wire for it not to be.
44. Alex, you require 8.
How about 8 to break the throw of Doug Boehm and create some separation here in this final?
little huff and a move to get an angle good on it. And he managed to find the other side of it, so it's kind of narrowed a gap without moving again.
Oh,
No
I call that
score.
bad electrician syndrome because he keeps
Doug
wiring the wrong side of the
56.
double.
Yeah, a bit of a jolt rather than a good result.
Exactly. Tops here for Doug.
Game
And
shot fourth
makes him pay for the
Doug
miss.
Boehm.
2-2 score line. Holds his
Quick leg,
throw.
Alex took
That's
over
all it
first.
ends up becoming,
Game
but
on.
it was needed.
You know, I think early going, first to 8 legs, we're 2-2. I think they're feeling the day, but I think as we get a little deeper into this final, there's going to be second wind, some energy, some adrenaline, some last remnants of
67.
adrenaline that they're going to draw upon to someone get across the line. But I think there'll be an engaging battle still in this match where both their levels are going to come up.
Absolutely. And the one thing we have not mentioned
60.
yet, both of these guys are partners for an upcoming tournament up in Syracuse. And Doug actually said he would rather play Alex in the final than Dave Cameron. So kind of called him out a little bit as his partner.
60.
Well,
Be careful what you wish for sometimes.
yeah, I guess. Maybe he was just
96.
wishing his future partner some success as well, though. You know, you're taking a rather sinister, cynical outlook on that.
Well, it's part of the storyline, John.
I know every time I ever play with Gary, I want him to lose the first round. I mean, Mawson, that is, yeah. No, I mean, get to the final with me.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Yes,
Of course.
yes,
21.
That's what good friends do.
yes.
With good friends like that, who needs enemies, you know?
Listen, we have friendships, but there's a lot of rivalry, too. You all want to do well. And
100.
I think it's you know, generally, you don't, you want to see your friends do well, of course. But just not better than you.
Absolutely.
Right? You got to get through. You got to do well.
Friendly rivalries is only healthy for the game and only healthy for a relationship.
96.
Well, this could be a pretty healthy rivalry for a while. These two meeting up, and whether they're partnering together or not at future events, you might see quite a bit of each other over the next couple of years.
58.
Absolutely. Doug, in his debut year on tour here, finished runner-up in one of the last qualifiers just to get his tour card for this year, and has since then just taken off with it.
50.
And they are having quite the shaky leg, both not on a finish after, well, now Alex after 15.
58.
Fatigue, nerves, both?
Well, yeah, I was sort of alluding to this. I think it's just a bit of a lull, and it's sort of the calm before the storm, if you will, in terms of the length of this match. We see players follow each other, and sometimes in bad patches, but then when they come out of that, they'll follow each other as well, I think.
100. Doug, you require 129.
But these sorts of legs, I mean, there might be an ugly leg, but this could be the difference in the match in the end.
Oh, look at this.
He's making the shot that Spellman missed earlier.
And he hits the double 12 for the 1-2-9.
Sixth leg. Doug
Breaks the
first.
throw.
Game on.
And he's like, see, that's how you're supposed to do it, Alex.
And 2 legs ago, Alex had 3 darts at 8 to take a 3-1 lead and break the throw with the
100.
potential of being 4-1. And we have seen those roles completely reverse here. How will
that?
they respond?
Well, I think it'll light a bit of a fire. Maybe it hasn't immediately in this visit, but
43.
I don't think he likes getting the best taken out of him.
No. No, absolutely not.
But it's Doug, no-name Boehm, the first to come out of the calm. He has now entered the storm, or is the storm himself.
Absolutely. We'll see if it continues. The Jackal would love to join him in that storm.
Turn it into a sandstorm.
There you go.
Yeah.
60.
We saw a great Evolution Tour final in our previous match. Hats off to Caden Anderson for taking down that title. And Joey Lennon on his 21st birthday, gracious in defeat. And the brightest of futures for both those kids.
Listen, I'm really impressed. It was a really tough day for the two of them in totally different aspects. I mean, so much was asked out of Joey.
Absolutely.
Caden, no, he had to sit around waiting all day and watching and see all the great darts as a upcoming opponent was throwing. And, that was tough to endure in its own right.
Absolutely.
Very long day as well in that sense. So hats off to both of them for really giving us a good final.
Doug did not need to go the bullseye route and chooses to set it up perfectly, leaving 24 with Spellman way back on 258. Has yet to really get the scoring power going in this final that we've been used to seeing from him.
Do you get the feeling that Alex is a bit more comfortable as the front runner, or does he have a good dig from behind game too? I know he's been in close games, but he's not really been in holes, has he?
He has not. He's been out front and
No score.
has kind of let his opponent get back into the match a little bit before slamming the door at the end.
Yes.
This is not the position he wants to be in at all.
No, I mean, 3 missed starts, a double, but irrelevant for Boehm. And now, he's likely to be under the pressure, but he's going to probably wrap it up, I would imagine. Just get that little bit of focus knowing your opponent can finish.
60.
Does that almost make it worse for Alex to know that if he was on a finish there and Doug missed those 3 darts, psychologically a little bit more frustrating?
You might feel a little more, it's a fatigue, a little the tiring, mental fatigue. Just, things eat at you maybe a little more.
Game on.
We have a 6-4 score, or a 4-2 score line. It's been 6 legs. We will take
95.
a small break after leg number 7. So I just want to say again, it's been an absolute honor to have you in the comms booth with me.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun, Sean.
100.
It's great to be at the event. I wish I was actually playing it. I only missed it by a couple of spots.
You did.
But, I'm not giving up. I like to play darts. I always will. Try and take my opportunities where I can, whether it's the World Seniors Tour these days. It's good fun. The CDC, even my local stuff back home. Love playing darts. But I also like this end of it, as we all know. I do a lot of commentary, and
85.
it's good to do it here and hopefully contribute and help develop our game in a different way for once on this side.
Well, I can tell you we very much appreciate you taking the time to do this. We know you'd rather be out there. I'd rather watch you out there.
Well, yeah.
But I'm happy to have you next to me as a
100.
I don't think anyone's been shortchanged in the performances we've had from these players today. And, again, we just see more and more quality from different sources and
60.
from new sources more consistently. And it just becomes more of a tangled web to try and predict anything these days in the world of North American darts, and that's a good thing.
It is a good thing. If many people can win a title, that's never a bad problem.
And we're also seeing this in the game overall worldwide. It's harder and harder to make predictions at times.
And our 4 PDC Tour card holders have done a little bit of damage to the Players' Championship this week.
116.
And very necessary times to do so.
Yeah, it's card retention time of the year.
Absolutely. And we do wish them all the best tomorrow in the final PDC Players' Championship event.
And if you're up watching this right now, go to bed.
Unless you're in North America, then stay with us.
No, I meant those players.
Oh, yeah. Well, absolutely.
What are you doing up watching this?
Well, they're watching their friends.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. you play tomorrow. Come on. Yeah, but I bet there is probably 1 or 2 peeking.
You always hope. Doug hit that first dart, but will not get a shot at 161. So Alex Spellman 40 to hold his throw and make it 4-3. Oh, that's not the dart he was looking for at all.
Yeah, this could be a little bit disastrous, and it's getting worse. Double 13.
The Leonard Gates.
14.
And well outside, and it's tough to
requires
really attack
64.
that one if you're not used to it.
And Doug Boehm, he can't probably believe he's got this opportunity. And 21, not such a big deal. 43 now. He's got his choice. He can leave any double he likes, really. And he says 32 is the one for 5-2.
Game.
And he hits it. Doug Boehm, a 5-2 lead for the 15 seed as we head to a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more from the Championship Dart Circuit Finals. Welcome back. I'm Sean Green, your play-by-play commentator for the finals of the 2022 CDC Continental Cup Tour Finals Championship presented by Cosmo Darts, and I am pleased to welcome back into the booth the amazing Mark Taggart. Mark, it's been a bit of a shaky average match, but Doug Boehm finds himself 5-2 up in
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. 8th leg, Doug to throw first.
taking down the whole
Game
final.
on.
He's 3 legs away.
Yeah, he really did steal that last leg there, and that was a bit of a momentum sort of shift in many ways. He now finds himself 3 legs ahead. But to your point, yeah, I don't know if sense of
58.
occasion, maybe just the days getting to both of them. It's been a long day, but their averages are a little bit lower than that we would have hoped for and expected here in the final. But it's completely understandable. We did say that Doug comes out of the blocks generally a little bit quicker. We saw that
85.
against Joey Lenal. But if he drops off, Alex will be there to punish him The only downfall we have here is maybe Alex will run out of time if Doug
60.
can continue a little bit of this momentum.
The beautiful thing about being a first to 8 legs is that Alex still does have time right now, but he's got to start making things happen immediately. He cannot let Doug keep winning legs on his own throw.
There's a maximum from Alex Spellman. That will go a long way for his cause, just like you said. This is a start from Doug, so he would anticipate
96.
going 4 legs clear, but Alex Spellman has to start the comeback here. He doesn't want to find himself 4 legs adrift.
That 180 might be the jump start that he has been looking for to get going here.
So I get
95.
the privilege of sometimes coming in at the last parts of these, and there's always a debate around the break. Who does it help? Does it help the parents, the person that's in front? Does it help the person that's behind?
100.
To sort of take a
Alex
minute
require
and just
141.
regather themselves, and you can debate it either way. It's one of those. There's no right answer in many aspects, but it's an intriguing conversation to have nonetheless. We might see that play a factor here. Alex might come out, and actually it might benefit him.
89.
Who knows?
Well, so far, he is going to be back with 52, with Doug back on weight at 7 to break the throw of Doug and really kind of erase the last leg that Doug just stole from him.
60.
Exactly, and timing
Alex
is everything in
require
darts,
52.
as you know, and the break coming at this time actually might have helped reset Alex, because that was a painful one to lose.
He still needs to hit the double 10. And he
Aim shot
pegs it right in the middle.
Alex Spellman.
Crucial leg
Ninth
there
leg.
from
Alex
Alex
to throw
Spellman.
first.
Crucial leg.
Game
If he can
on.
consolidate, he actually reduces the gap just to 1. And
Absolutely.
That would be exactly what he would be hoping for when he was in the break.
I'm going to go back to what you said earlier of which player does it help. I think both players needed that break just to kind of
43.
regroup a little bit.
If
Just
I was
based on
Doug,
averages.
if I was Doug, I would have wanted to absolutely keep playing him and punish him and try to see where that leg, if it had an effect, for sure.
45.
You're right. You know, maybe it wanted to take a minute, but psychologically, if that was me in that position, because that leg hurt, make no mistake. So
Oh, it absolutely
continuing that momentum, and it would have been Doug's throw straight away. Who knows?
And when you get into the nitty-gritty of a match,
68.
you're no longer thinking I'm 3 legs away, 4 legs away. You're thinking I'm just playing darts until they tell me I've won.
Yeah.
Taking the break
140.
gives him an opportunity to think about the fact that he's 3 legs away too.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous game playing how many legs am I to get over the finish line. You just run through the finish line. You hit that last double and the game's over when the commentator says, or the announcer says, game shot match. And then
93.
you can think about the winning line.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely right.
Well, No Name Boehm is trying to make himself a household name here at the CDC.
45.
I think he already has accomplished that between his efforts in Indianapolis to qualify for the Madison Square Garden event that we had in the summer, and then here. Absolutely. He's a big-time player for sure, and I think we'll see lots of
57.
good things in the future coming from him. He's comfortable now. He knows what his level is. He's seen the competition, and he can more than compete at this level. Look at this. 2 in.
133.
The 171 to leave 100 would have been really nice, but he'll take the 138 again against the throw.
Yep. He's effectively stolen the darts here, and he's going to be first to finish.
And Spellman's more upset because he's blocked himself, I believe, in the treble and has to switch more than where that dart was, but he takes it
134.
full advantage.
Doug
Doesn't worry if he blocked
138.
himself. He's going to hit 2 treble 19s.
We have this 138 again, and still that elusive first treble. It's proven a very tricky out today, the 138.
98.
But that pressure is going
Alex
to
required
really,
106.
really help. The 106 almost has to go here for Alex Spellman. He should get a dart at it. It's going to be at tops to hold his throw and bring it to within 1. Oh.
86.
Yeah, that was an
Doug, you
edgy dart. You
require
could see that
40.
one. He knew the significance of that. So 4 clear here for Boehm. drags that right into the meat of the 20. And inside again. He liked that when it left his hand, but not to be.
Game
Great last
shot and
start
right
from
leg.
Doug
Boehm.
Boehm. You see the significance
10th
there
leg,
with the
Doug
fist pump.
to throw first.
Bricks right back, and he's 2 away.
We've had 3 breaks a throw in a row, if you count
Game
the leg
on.
before the break.
Yeah, that was massive right there, especially because Alex had a shot.
Wayward on the first 2 darts, though. And
13.
really gives Spellman
is
an opening.
Music to Alex's ears here in the announcer call 13.
Yeah, almost effectively before he even throws that first dart, he has taken the darts away from Doug.
He would like at least a
100.
treble, though, and finds one.
That's a perfect dart for Doug. Second dart not as perfect. Finds the 1-2-1.
121.
We're back in that same position here where Alex Spellman is getting to the point where he needs to be aggressive and win legs both against throw, and then he has to hold his throw. He's running out
58.
of time. He's running out of legs.
He cannot afford to have his throw broken anymore. At all. In my opinion.
I would absolutely agree.
134.
Great cover shooting there from Doug Boehm. His 19s have been good for both players here.
We saw the averages last year in our final around the low 80s mark. We're seeing it again this year. Do you attribute that more to fatigue
99.
or to the moment?
I think it's both, in all honesty. You know, the fatigue thing, the players, they know what they're doing as far as pacing themselves for the day.
133.
But there's waiting, there's mental fatigue, there's physical fatigue. There's also just the pressure of this is the final. You know, the match has got a little bit longer. You know that you got to, pace yourself even within the match. We got 7 legs in, and then we had potentially another 8.
96.
So
Dougie require
these aren't
100.
quick matches, but also the occasion. This is big for both these players. They would be the 2022 Continental Cup champion.
Absolutely.
That would cap
60.
off a wonderful
Alex
year.
require 148.
For either player. And Alex Spellman
That is
unable.
not the dart. He knows that 3 darts for Doug Boehm when he comes back to go 7-3 up.
And what a turnaround from the 13 start for
41.
Doug. He's gone 1-2-1,
Doug
1-3-4,
require
1-3-3.
Yeah.
And 60 to leave tops.
Oh, he thought that was in. He was walking. Look at the smile. Not quite. Is it a guide? Is it not? There it
Hits
is.
it.
Shot in the 10th leg.
The 15 seed is
Boehm.
1 leg
11th
away
leg, Alex to throw
from the
first.
title.
Game on.
So that just underlines the point we were making. Brick Spellman to go 6-3 up, holds his throw, and now there's absolutely nothing Alex can do except for win 1 leg at a time.
And that's how you absolutely have to
97.
think about it at this point. 97 to start. A great cover shot on the last one. And they're playing for that beautiful trophy you saw in the foreground. The Continental Cup.
84.
Black dart there from Doug. I think he got a deflection off that treble 19. Slid into the 7. He doesn't like it when that dart sits high in the bed. It forces him to move. He might move again to 18s here. And does so. Great last start.
93.
Finds that all elusive and needed treble.
The 97 and the 93 are both last start trebles.
Doug's back in the 19 again.
96.
Nip and tuck leg here. Huge couple of visits coming up here for both players for different reasons.
How about the averages while in the low 80s could not.
That's a 180 from Alex Spellman. Couldn't have come at a better time.
And the averages could not be closer than they are right now after 10 legs. But big dart there from Alex Spellman. You're absolutely
96.
correct. Huge.
Huge
Alex
round
require
there
131.
from Alex. Gives him a chance to get this leg, claw one back, and put all his efforts into breaking Doug. Just needs to set this up. Perfect.
91.
Does it wonderfully.
So 4 clear when he comes back, regardless of what pressure Doug throws at him.
It's not going to be a lot.
64. Alex, you require 40.
Tops for Alex Spellman for a 13-dart hole to throw.
Just under. So he's got 2 at the double 10. He actually told me he's not a great fan of double 10 downstairs.
30.
When I asked him the same question about the
Doug, you
tops,
require 161.
he said that played in the factor because hitting the treble 20 would have forced him to 2 10s. So he thought just tops instead.
90.
Yeah, how impressive is that
Alex, you
to
require
do
10.
that and hit it? But
Tricky double 5 here. Never a
Aim
fun one.
shot in the
And
11th
pins it.
leg.
Great
Alex
last
Spellman.
Yeah,
never a
12th leg,
doubt.
Doug to throw
To have the
first.
presence of
Game
mind
on.
to do that double and again want to shoot to your strengths and your preference and to execute, it was a thing of beauty. But this is it. This is the leg for Doug Boehm. He wants
96.
to finish this now. He doesn't want the momentum to start shifting. He doesn't want to be broken. He wants to end this match here and now.
no, if Alex is given time to find the range and find the weight, he will consistently find the range and find the weight.
96.
Well, this would turn the screw a little bit back on Boehm because that would be 7-5. Alex coming back to the board with his 3
95.
and anything could happen at that point. So this is a huge leg for Doug.
This is a situation where if you're Alex, you're saying, don't let me win the first one. Don't let me gain any momentum because the second you do that,
140.
Big 140 there. Hides the pressure on Doug to try and serve this out and win the championship.
a little snatchy on that second dart.
100.
Spellman now in the driver's seat to leave a finish first. Just one treble will do it.
Starting down south, 95 would leave the 170. Needs a treble though.
And he
98.
hits it. What a last dart. Leaves the 167, but
He backed himself to hit that treble 20 to leave the 167 and execute it.
99. Alex, you require 167.
Let's see what you got here, Alex Spellman, to stay alive. Not going to do it. He's going to switch to the 19s. 77 scored. Oh, and slides into
81.
the 4. So one
Doug, you
treble
require 111.
should give Doug a shot, but he has to hit that treble.
he
Does
has.
so.
Doug Boehm should have one dart. He has one dart for the title.
Double 6, I believe.
Look at Doug. I love
Tease
it.
up the crowd. One dart for the match. Double 6.
Oh,
He's way inside.
105.
After he give it the big build up.
Alex, you require 86.
Even Colin couldn't contain the laughter there, but Alex is going to do anything in his power to make him pay for that.
So he needs at least an 18 to give himself a shot. Bullseye to stay in this match. Oh, right on the
61.
wire. So
Doug,
the
you
most
require
unlikely of
6.
doubles to win the championship. Double 3.
I require 6 vitamins.
Way off. Way off.
No score.
Edgy darts
Alex, you
from
require 25.
Doug there. And a chance for Spellman.
Well, you saw the breath that it allowed Alex to take.
2 darts here to stay.
And
And
he
then the
hits
match,
it.
and he
Alex
punishes
Spellman.
13th
Doug.
Doug.
Leg. Alex to throw first.
It's like the Bee Gees. He's
Game on.
staying alive. Here we go.
I actually like what you did there.
Hey, listen, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Oh,
I'll
Doug,
let everyone else decide that.
Doug's going to be kicking himself.
81.
Now he's got it all to do.
They always say the hardest leg to win is the last one.
Absolutely agree with that.
41.
for sure. So 41 to kick off leg 13. Again, Alex would be hoping to, no dramas, hold his throw here and pile the pressure again back on Doug.
140.
And you're starting to see Spellman find his range a little bit.
He knows there's really nothing to lose here at
96.
this point for Alex. You know, continue to be consistent, continue to hit some scores. And like I said, force Doug to win this final leg and get over the line. He's certainly not going to be giving it from Alex by any means.
100.
Great last start there.
Yeah, it does not leave a finish, but he will be the first to look at a finish no matter what Doug did.
Yeah, he's got daylight in this leg at this stage. So
76.
at least 6 starts.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where you are, what you're doing, but if you're not standing pretty much at this point, I don't think you understand the magnitude of this situation.
Huge starts there. Alex Spellman certainly does, that's for sure.
Another one of those would put just a
100.
hint of pressure. Not going to do
Alex
it
require 40.
to make it 7-6.
This is for a 13
Game
leg.
shot in the 13th leg.
Beautiful,
Alex Spellman,
beautiful
14th
leg at Doug's
Doug
there
to
for
throw
Alex.
first. Game on.
Just like he would have written it up.
Here's the leg, buddy.
This is it.
7-6. Doug with the throw.
43.
And a slack first visit.
The door is ajar. Can Alex Spellman take full advantage?
You're starting to see Spellman miss below the treble, which is exactly where he wants to be if he's going to miss.
100.
Yeah, completely different than if he misses high, forces him to switch. Below, he's got that beautiful line in length and can stack them in.
And at the
99.
reverse of that, Doug just knows he needs one good leg. He's got 2 to choose from. He'd love to do it here, but he just needs one dig deep, 12-dart leg, and the title's his.
Easier said than done, my friend.
Absolutely.
121.
Spellman bricks him here. He's favorite for the match. No question.
The momentum has definitely shifted in Alex's direction.
100.
Steady ton there from Doug. Just keeps him in the leg. Although big round here from Alex. Effectively, he'd steal the darts and he'd be favorite for this one.
Doug faced this in the semifinal from the 21-year-old Joey
140.
Huge ton 40 from Alex Spellman.
He was able to hold him off at the end. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that against Spellman, though.
Yeah, this is, you can feel the momentum starting to shift.
87.
We need a moment of
Alex,
magic
you require 140.
from Doug if he's going to pull this out.
And you need a little bit of luck.
He's not even on a
Spellman.
finish here, so Spellman's got 6 to take us to the last leg decider. Slides into the 5. Just to add a little bit more drama to the leg, like we need it.
Oh. We'll take all we can get at this point.
82.
Smart dart there. Cleans that up.
All Doug can do is put pressure on the 58. And
60.
it's not going to be a lot
Alex,
of
you
it
require 58.
to take us to a last leg decider.
Should get 2 at tops to tie us up at 7-7.
Game.
Look at that. We are getting our money's worth.
Alex
We are
Spellman,
going the distance.
the 15th and final leg.
And
Alex
look
Spellman
at
to throw first.
the principles
Game
for
on.
the Continental Cup, but also the championship darts circuit.
Like 4 kids in a candy store right
Absolutely.
there. Here we go. Alex Spellman to kick us off in leg number 15.
Mark, it was 5-2 at the break.
100.
Big treble there from Spellman.
Oh. And Doug finds it too, and you can hear the crowd getting into it.
95.
They've been here all day long. You can see back in the back, Dave Cameron, all of the other players are here as well, rooting on these two competitors.
96.
We're going to need to see some 2 treble
58.
visits from Bain if he's got any hope of breaking the throw here. It just doesn't look likely right now.
Starting in May to this moment, we've had 4 circuit weekends, 12 events, and it comes down to
100.
leg of darts for the 2022 title. And Alex Spellman showing absolute class to be fighting back in this moment.
66.
He needed that last dart. He's still not within touching distance, so Spellman has at least 6 darts here to take this championship and snatch it away from Doug.
Oh my gosh, this has been so impressive.
Going downstairs, maybe look at the bull.
122.
15s slid into the 2. It's now or never for Doug Bain. Big round of darts to put pressure on the 83. Great last start there.
125. Alex will require 83.
Just to keep Spellman honest.
Yeah, leaves himself a finish, but can Spellman take out the 83 for the title? He should get 1 dart at it.
16s. Here it comes. Bullseye for the match and the title. Oh!
58.
And what a
And
way.
you require 157.
Oh. He knew the gravity of that. Slid right into the 1.
25 can be tricky from
78.
time to time, but Spellman.
Alex, you
It's
require
all about the big
25.
number, my friend. It's all about this big number.
And
And
you're
there
telling
it is.
me.
There it is.
7 left.
Ooh.
Is it 3 for double 2?
Same scenario. Needs another big number to clean this up.
1 dart for the title. And he
Hey,
hits
Doug.
it!
Wow.
Alex
Win the match.
Spellman, the Jackal!
Your 2022 Championship Dart Circuit Continental Cup champion, Alex
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Spellman.
Huge start there from Alex Spellman. Just has a little look. Wow.
Oh my goodness, the Jackal takes the title. He is your 2022 Continental Cup champion.
Yeah, great comeback from Alex Spellman. Was made to work the whole way. Doug was clawing, he was fighting, had a couple of opportunities, had max darts, and just wasn't to be. That elusive double 3 got away from him, and 1 dart, 1 opportunity, and Spellman is our CDC Continental Cup 22 champion.
Down 5-2, down 7-4, and gets it done. That is something on the inside there, getting that done.
Huge. Winners know how to win, and Alex has been all season super consistent, winning big tournaments, huge averages, and he pulled it out. He absolutely pulled it out of the bag. We talked about it this morning. He was tested. He was pushed in the afternoon session. He was steady. He was consistent. He threw up a 97-plus average against Cameron to knock him out, and he didn't waver here. He was 5-2 down and continued to push, to persevere, and he is our champion.
Absolutely, and we're going to actually send it on over to Richard Ashdown.
But I'm sure you're going to want to show your appreciation to a man that has thrown some magnificent darts all day long. They call him No Name, but he's made a name for himself today. Doug Boehm! Yeah, once more, your runner-up, Doug Boehm! But let's see our champion with that trophy once again. Take it in your hands and raise it in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 CDC Continental Cup champion is the Jackal, Alex Spellman!
Come here, Alex.
CDC Continental Cup champion. Got no words. Oh, what a day for the number 4 seed, the Jackal comes, Keith Way, Stowe Bunce, David Cameron, Doug Boehm. I mean, deep field today. It's been an amazing year for you. Wrap up the year coming into this event. How are you feeling coming into the day and to go through those players and hoist the cup?
I mean, I have had a great year. Whether it's luck, skill, I don't really know, but I don't know. This year, I really felt like a somebody. I was putting up big numbers, even in losses, and it made me feel good, made me feel confident going forward. I didn't know how I felt coming into the day, and as we saw here, I wasn't maybe as consistent as maybe some people are used to seeing. But Cameron, number one seed for a reason. Won many events. Beat me in a final. Stowe, I considered him probably my toughest matchup, so to get through him was a big deal for me. Doug, we practiced on Monday together to get ready for this, so that was awesome to be able to play him. And we all saw it. He should have had me. I hit my lull and I hit my lull in the middle. He hit his at the end, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't expect to be in this position 15 minutes ago.
So now, let's pull back a little bit, a broader perspective. You've spoken in interviews earlier this year about your road on the CDC. You came aboard in the early years, didn't get the results that you wanted. It was frustrating to you because you knew you could, you weren't translating from what you knew your potential was. Stepped back for a bit, sort of figured that out, and if you talked about from event to event things building. So now we're Continental Cup champion. This now also leads to the Hulu Theater at MSG next June.
One thing I want to say towards that is, I was a card holder that first year. I had to lobby for it. I didn't necessarily have my name out there. I'd spent $400 a weekend knowing I wasn't going to make a dime back. I was investing in the CDC, hoping that it would be there for me when I figured out how to play the game the way I knew I could. And it went from me driving, working a 12-hour shift and getting my car, driving 10 hours to Michigan just to lose, to I get to play in Madison Square Gardens next year.
Let's go! Fantastic! Another round of applause for your 2022 Continental Cup champion, Alex Spellman. So we want to close out this evening with a couple of thank yous, of course, to the sponsors that helped make this all happen. Cosmo Darts, Galaxy Barrel Design, A to Z Darts, Magic Darts, Boomerang Tours, Costa Rica, and, of course, the Professional Darts Corporation. We want to thank all the fans in attendance. You've all been fantastic today. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you to the viewers at home, and on behalf of the entire staff, this is Anthony Eugenia signing off from the 2022 Continental Cup Championship from New York City.